War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
Hello and welcome to 60 Second Gamer. My name is Simon Pryor. Joining me as ever are Rich Hatter. Is that cucumber?
Yeah.
Okay. A big block of cucumber.
It's a segment.
A segment of cucumber. You're eating it like an apple. I'm slightly scared.
I do that as well. It's
What's
nice.
wrong with eating cucumber like an apple?
No, well, I've never
A
seen
lot
it
of
done
people
before.
tend to frown on it. I don't know why. It's quite nice.
And Tremaine.
Hello.
You're also here. Today we're talking about Fallout New Vegas, the sequel or follow-up to sidequel, perhaps, to Fallout 3.
Maybe a midquel.
Yeah. Where we are in the
Nevada wasteland.
which hasn't quite been as violently struck as the Washington area of Fallout 3. So most of the city is intact. I've not played it, so discuss.
Well,
Neither have I, so... on to you!
All yours, Squire.
essentially, it doesn't begin like Fallout 3, which I think is good, because the intro to Fallout 3 was... As good as it was, it felt a little long.
The whole Vault 101
Only
stuff.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But I thoroughly enjoyed both franchises. But you are taking on the role of the unnamed courier, tasked with delivering. You don't find all this out until a bit later on in the game, but you are tasked with delivering what transpires to be a platinum chip, which will give a certain someone a certain thing to do. I don't want to spoil the story too much. But you are ambushed by a chap called Benny, who is voiced by...
Benny!
I think he's voiced by Chandler from Friends.
What, Matthew Perry?
Yes.
As you
Okay.
do.
I might be wrong on that.
I will investigate. Carry on.
And he rather rudely shoots you in the head and leaves you for dead. But you would think that, being shot in the face would be something of a hindrance to you being alive.
Do you
Your
think so?
health,
It didn't
yeah.
stop Michael Knight, though, in Knight Rider.
No.
He was shot in the face and they gave him a new one.
Yeah, but he's David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
He wasn't when he was shot in the face.
Oh,
He only
whatever.
became the Hoff afterwards.
Ah, there you go. So, you are left for dead, obviously, because being shot in the face is...
Left 4 Dead, nice link
Yeah,
to another game series.
which I have not played.
It's very good.
yeah.
Anyway.
But you are dug up by a chap robot. A chap robot?
A chap robot.
I'll just go with robot.
Okay.
By the name of Victor, who is a cowboy.
Ironically.
As you do.
Yeah, he's got a cowboy interface.
Did you say yeehaw?
He does.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Didn't see that coming.
No. And he's...
Yep, Matthew Perry.
It is Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
Yes, there he is.
Took me long enough, but I got
And
there.
we did also discover that the Colonel Ty plays the doctor who nurses you back to health.
Yeah,
Michael Hogan, is it?
that's the one. And Odo from Deep Space Nine is also in it. It's quite a
stellar cast.
quite a stellar cast. Ron
For-
Perlman is the narrator.
Yeah, I think he's done all the Fallouts.
Chris Christopherson as Chief Hanlon. Zachary Levy as Arcade Israel Gannon.
Michael Dorn in a returning role.
Michael Dawn.
Danny Trejo, I didn't
Yeah.
know he was in it.
Raul Alfonso Tejada. Or Tejada.
Okay.
William Sadler, he was the bad guy in Die Hard 2. The one who gets naked in the hotel room.
Oh,
And you see his buttocks.
yes.
He
He looks
is
a little
in
bit
there.
like the bloke who played the Terminator.
Oh, what?
the
Robert
Liquid
Patrick?
Term- yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a striking similarity.
A bit like that. Rene Auberjonois, Odo, is Robert Edwin House. Felicia Day, who...
Oh, he plays Mr. House. Fair enough.
yeah. Dave Foley is
Huh.
Yes Man.
Oh, okay.
There's Michael Hogan, Doc Mitchell.
Yep.
Let's see if I recognise anyone else. We're down. Oh, Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton. Oh yes, of course he's in it
Robo
as well.
Brains.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is good podcasting. This just watching me scroll through lists of actors in Fallout New Vegas. Carry on.
But anyway, as I say, it's a stellar voice cast anyway for those who are into the sci-fi.
anything with Will Wheaton is
You should watch
stellar.
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
It's genius.
No,
Wheaton.
No, Liam Neeson in this one?
Liam Neeson is not in it because although it's set in the same universe, it's set in after the events of Fallout 3.
Oh.
Where is his daughter?
Yeah.
Oh.
Someone said that film was great the other day, and I looked at them disparagingly.
Yeah, someone else said it to me. They said I had no taste in film because I didn't like it. Like, you can talk.
But anyway, so this doctor nurses you back to health, Michael Hogan. If you're unfortunate or lucky enough to get...
Cylons.
Frickin' Cylons. Oh, I am one. Oh, arse burger.
Oh, don't spoil it. Liz hasn't
Oh,
seen it.
neither have I.
He's not a Cylon.
Nice one.
We're only on season 3.
I haven't even
Carry
got
on.
to season 1 yet.
Carry on.
Spoiler, by the way.
She'll curse your name and then carry on.
Do you want to know who else is a Cylon?
I don't even know what a Cylon is.
That's a no.
Right.
Go on.
So yeah,
New Vegas.
yeah,
New
so,
Vegas.
yeah. Then you start with level 1, and you get to pick your special stats.
No, sorry, I'm thinking Special Olympics.
Yeah. No, not special. You know, it's a typical Fallout intro. You start with a base character and work up.
Your special stats.
I picked the power of Down syndrome. Sorry, if anyone does have Down syndrome who listens to our podcast, I am only very slightly sorry.
I'm not.
Oh dear, that's.
No, I am moderately sorry.
I'm not sorry at all. That was quite funny.
Anyway, yeah.
So then, when you nurse back to health, you pick your stats, and then you go out into the wastes, much like you do in Fallout 3, and you're left to your own devices, following a central theme, an overarching story which you can follow as and when
side
you
quests.
choose to. And the side quests are extremely good. They're a lot more. They're not. I won't say they're as varied as they were in 3, but they're certainly competitive. There's some quite interesting stuff like going to a quarry to take out some Deathclaws. Deathclaws are bastards in this game, I tell you.
Are they worse than 3?
Yeah, there's stuff called the Alpha Deathclaw, which is like the uber motherfucker of all Deathclaws.
Oh dear.
It will eat your face.
Yeah, and they've taken over this quarry, and it's not an actual mission; it's more of an unmarked mission, and you have to go and kill them to alleviate the problem.
Punish.
Yes. And then you end up eventually making your way to New Vegas, which is very nice. It's full of
Really?
Wow.
yeah, full of neon
It's
lights.
like cucumber.
It is the cucumber. It looks stumpy now.
It does. I'm really, really not liking the look of that now. It's starting to dry up.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm pontificating.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not pontificating. I'm more just
Yeah.
chatting.
Rambling.
I'm talking.
Just while I'm
just
talking. In the direction of a microphone.
Yeah.
I like how your sneezes appear on the
A large one, and not quite as large one, and then a big one at
Yes.
the end to really round it out.
much like you saying big there. That's also quite large. For the,
Yeah.
this guy. Anyway,
But anyway, so yeah, Fallout. The New Vegas section is nice. It's a little disappointing in size. It's 3 areas. The actual strip, anyway, is 3 areas big. I thought there'd be more. Each area has its own casino where you can go in and gamble and pick up yet more side quests. And
that's one of the bringing us onto DLC. Isn't that one of the DLC packs? Dead Money.
Dead Money. I
What's
bought it. I haven't played it yet, but I've seen very not well received reviews for it because it's one of these ones where you have to. Apparently, if you start it, you then have to finish it in one. You
It's one
can't
of
start it and leave and come back when you want to.
Not so good.
It has upped the level cap though again to level 35, which I'm a little disappointed in because although level 30 was already unlocked to begin with,
It's only a cat. Don't worry.
yeah,
Carry
no,
on.
it looks like he's gonna like urinate because his tail's doing that thing
Yeah.
that cats' tails do before they unleash.
He did. Like Danny Trejo.
Like Danny Trejo.
Yeah. No, he does that.
Yeah.
That's just to show affection.
Right. Okay.
I look like I'm going to
I've
win
never
on
seen
you.
him actively urinate in the house.
That's good.
So.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know where I was going. Where I was now.
No, I don't know.
Talking about the
Downloadable content
gambling
not being very well
DLC.
received.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I haven't played it, but I would like the next set of DLC to up the level cap a little bit more. So Obsidian.
I
Please.
don't want your cucumber. Don't thrust it in my
I'm not
face.
thrusting in your face. Or the cucumber.
Ah.
So yeah, I'd like a little bit more on level cap and whatnot.
Controls. Are the same as
Fallout
Fallout 3.
3.
Yeah.
I like the return of VATS. Although I don't know if it's just me. I think we touched on it a little bit on the intro skit. If you have the chances of actually hitting someone in this game are a bit.
Hit and miss.
No, they're better in VATS, even if your hit percentage chance is lower than what it says.
Right.
So like, if you've got a 38% chance of hitting,
I think the cat is coming in.
I don't want it.
Go away, Billy.
Then you stand a better than 38% chance. But maybe it's just me because I've got quite a lucky character.
Yeah.
And
It's
I didn't really
probably
have
all
a-
due to with character loading, isn't it? So
yeah,
how
I
you-
didn't really have a lucky character in Fallout 3. So that's quite nice. And the perks as well. You don't get as many perks as you would
No.
as you did in 3.
Oh, he's after Ant.
For every,
No.
I think you get a perk every 2 levels as opposed
Right.
to every 1 level
Yeah.
in this one, which is good. It makes you think about planning ahead, and it's good to take like the extra experience perk early, because obviously you get 10%.
And there we go. Ant
10%
has a
extra
cat.
experience.
I have pussy. Oh no.
No, you're not
No,
coming
no.
on me, cat. I don't want you.
Away. Story length wise, is it comparable to Fallout 3?
Please put
In
your
that
tail
area.
down. If you're gonna turn your.
Well,
back
seeing
on
as I put over, what was it, about 100 hours?
Yeah.
150 odd hours into Fallout 3. I've done about 60 odd so far, I think.
Right.
So, there's from what I gather, it looks like there's about 3 different endings you can have, as opposed to the 2 in.
And do you get to
In
carry on
Fallout
with
3.
the story after?
Apparently not,
Uh,
which is again, I don't quite understand why Bethesda have decided to continue with this trait and force Obsidian to do this. Let's not have a continuation afterwards, because you can do it in Oblivion.
Yeah.
They eventually did it for Fallout 3, but you had to buy the Broken Steel pack.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that
They'll probably do in a subsequent
they
DLC
will
pack,
probably
won't
do it, but I suppose it really depends on what sort of ending you get. and which character you choose to side with.
Yeah.
For the ending.
Now, I know a lot of people had a few problems with New Vegas from the fact that it was still the old game engine. They hadn't really done anything to jazz the game engine. It was still basically using the old Elder Scrolls 4 game engine. So from that side of it, I can understand why people were a bit sort of upset that they hadn't bothered to upgrade it in that respect. But at the same time, I think the new game engine's coming in for Elder Scrolls 5.
Yeah, that
So-
looks quite good.
So, but I mean, if you enjoyed Fallout 3, there's no reason why you shouldn't enjoy this
No,
one. Is there?
it seems a lot more refined. This one, yes, you get the occasional bug. I've had things happen where had my gun out, and then my
You'll get
arms,
arrested for that.
my arms sort of go up and down and then disappear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
which
like
is
aiming in a Resident Evil game.
Yeah,
So up, down, middle.
I've
That's
seen
it.
one on the internet where a dog moonwalks as
Oh,
opposed to
aren't there
walking
glitches
forward.
in it as well?
there are which game is completely bug free?
No, I mean sort of like the Red Dead one where the woman has a horse's head and you can ride her around.
Nope.
That sort of thing.
If there are anything like that, I haven't come across it yet.
There's the one with the chap at the beginning, his head
Oh,
rotates.
yeah.
I've seen that on the
Yeah,
internet.
that's quite amusing. Michael Hogan's head, 360s.
The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Style.
Well, no, his head just turns on its axis.
Round.
Yeah,
Not
not
not at
backwards.
the neck.
No.
It's, yeah.
Yeah,
It does an orbit
Yeah,
round
his
his body.
face.
Yeah.
Rotate.
rotates like a clock.
I've seen one with a little gecko thing sort of run at you and then take flight, which, judging by the fact they're quite amusing to look at anyway.
They run. They
They-
run
yeah,
like
the-
a special.
The geckos are probably the funniest enemy in the game because they run at you with their mouths open, going "Ah," and it's very, very amusing.
I think.
But yeah, I mean, just touching on back on the graphics, it's a ropey old engine nowadays, but I think Bethesda have said, it's allowed them to build this world, which it's varied enough, It still looks okay, don't get me wrong. The animations are a little stilted, but when you consider the size of the game world,
It's understandable. It's
yeah.
a nice. It's a compromise you're willing to make
yeah, I mean,
in terms of scope.
the graphics really don't bother me all that much. For me, it adds to the charm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Graphics aren't the be all and end all.
No, as long as the gameplay's sound, which it
it is.
mostly is.
Yeah.
Then you've got nothing to.
Nothing to complain about.
quarrel with.
Yeah. Okay, all good. Well, thank you for listening if you have been. If you have any questions or you'd like to request a game for us to review in future, send us an email to info@randomstoke.com and we will get back to you within 24 hours or so. So, very well done. So, thank you for listening if you have been, and we will see you next time. Goodbye for now.